Hello, this is Oliver from the West Yorkshire Football Show podcast with Huddersfield Town. What a game to travel 8,000 miles away to watch Huddersfield Town beat Port Vale 5-0, registering their largest victory of the season and the largest since March this year against Crawley Town. Strong start from Huddersfield. Again, there was some nerves to start off with, but it's a strong start for Huddersfield as Port Vale just provided way too much space. So Leo Castledine was able to literally run from the centre circle all the way to the Port Vale box. Manages to get a shot away totally unchallenged past the former Manchester United goalkeeper Ben Amos to slot in the first goal. The second goal, it was captain fantastic as it is his first senior goal for Huddersfield Town, as Ryan Ledson manages to flick the ball off from a harness free kick. And then the third goal just on the stroke of half time, just before the break. Again, it was another goal from Bojan, as Leo Castledine did manage to bring the ball forward, totally unchallenged, got a goal, got a shot on target, and Ben Amos manages to clear it away, but it was received by Bojan, who slotted home the third. Half time, people were still wondering, could things change? Typical Huddersfield Town maybe, but it wasn't to be. Huddersfield kept the intensity, and about the 50th minute mark, the 2023 top goal scorer, who used to play for Charlton, Alfie May, manages to receive the ball from Bojan and slots past Ben Amos for the fourth. And finally, the fifth goal that was scored, it was Leo Castledine, definitely the player of the match, who got the fifth with a quick 1-2 with Bojan and manages to slot the ball into the top corner way past Amos for the fifth goal just before the hour mark. Straight after that, it seemed like, we now know that the managers seemed to put the foot off the gas. Darren Moore, in his post-match press conference, said that he wanted to stop the rot and the game was already gone when he was talking to the Port Vale media team. And as well, Lee Grant, the manager for Huddersfield Town, said he wanted to consolidate that clean sheet that Huddersfield have been wanting for so long. Which, there was a bit of a disappointment last week when there was a last-minute goal against Rotherham. So there was no clean sheet there, but Huddersfield manages to get it. So the last 30 minutes, basically, it was kind of just run-of-the-mill game. There was no real clear-cut chances, and it seemed Huddersfield were just happy to soak up the very little pressure that Port Vale were applying to run out the game. Next game, Northampton, the final game of the year for Huddersfield Town, and it's at home at the Acu Stadium on Monday at 7:45 kick-off. Again, it won't be a pushover. Northampton are a very physical side, with Kevin Nolan at the helm as well. He was a very physical player back in the day. But it'll be an interesting one. If Huddersfield have any ideas of wanting to get out of the League One system, they have to win this game to at least get them into the playoff positions. At the moment, they're 1 point away from the playoffs, and they need to better either Stockport or Stevenage as a result to end the year in the playoff position, which I'm sure is a minimum requirement for the fans and certainly a positive moving forward into the new year. Huddersfield unbeaten in 4. Northampton have a bit of a poor run of form. I think they lost 5-1 on their Boxing Day, so they might be wanting some more revenge, I don't know, but yeah, Huddersfield needs to be watching out for Northampton. It should be a good game nevertheless, and let's hopefully we do well against Northampton.